Welcome to God's Own TV.
Almighty God will grant your request.
Senior pastor of the Celebration Church International and wife to Pastor Laju Iren has taken to Twitter to call out and state her displeasure with ladies who commented without discretion on her love posts to her husband. The pastor, who also happens to be a movie director, is the founder of Laju Iren Films, which creatively tells clean, inspiring stories through film. Laju Iren, who had previously made a post about her husband about 4 days ago, saying, "I miss you, my lover. Come home soon. See as you find like 2 million people," recently took to her Twitter page to voice out her displeasure at the ladies who had posted comments on the post referring to Pastor Laju Iren as our lover. In her words, "Posted my husband's picture and I said, 'I miss you, my lover.' One lady commented, 'Our lover.' Another one said, 'Me too. So grateful my mother taught me boundaries, because what on earth is the lack of discretion in this generation? It's not everything that comes to mind that she'll say. Shop in the book of Proverbs for common sense. Some people will post their dad's pics online and Christian girls will say, 'Can your mommy fight?' What's that? Like, what on earth is that really?" She went on to note that she intentionally curated the post to educate the ladies and Christian ladies generally about having boundaries, picking an example from Proverbs chapter 11 verse 22. In her words, "Grateful to be married to a good man, grateful to be secure in my marriage. But as a pastor, I'm not doing ladies a favor if I don't mention things like this. Even if you don't mean what you say, it says a whole lot about you, about the kind of person you are. You don't mean anything by it, but you don't see anything wrong with it, and that's the problem. People without boundaries easily cross lines because they have none. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion." Proverbs chapter 11 verse 22. The preacher and filmmaker concluded her post by putting out a note of warning to any lady that makes such a blunder in the future. She said, "Reassess yourself, and if you won't, that's your business. But kindly don't bring that energy around me or mine. My angels are many and they don't play cute. Thanks." Surprisingly, some of her followers weren't having it, as they disagreed with her stance on the matter. At Ashibogu commented, "The real lack of discretion here is choosing to share what should be a private message on social media. If you had texted your husband privately to tell him you miss him, no one would have had the opportunity to comment on it. Keep personal and private communications out of social media." To which Pastor Laju responded and said, "A woman celebrating her spouse publicly is a lack of discretion? Seriously? By what standards? So anybody who declares love for their spouse publicly should be ashamed, but those who flirt with another spouse should not be. If you have daughters, please don't teach them this." Another tweet at Bellucino, who partially agreed with her stance, said, "You are right, ma. However, I would suggest Pastor do something about it. I know there are loads of Gen Zs in your church, and Pastor tries to be very friendly et al. It would be nice if he tries to also set some boundaries as well." To which Pastor Laju fired back, "My husband has incredible boundaries, both within and outside the local church. That's why I don't post things like this every day. A random person posting on my page is not his fault, it's theirs, their lack of boundary, their responsibility, not his."